Welcome back all of you. So in today's class, let's learn how we can actually reuse our PDF files. So in the previous classes, we have understood about how we can insert the PDF or images, and then we can start actually scaling them and reuse. Okay, so let's mainly focus on the reuse part today. So let's try to insert this particular PDF what you see on the screen. So where we have a lot of elevations, and we do also have a plan on the right side if you notice, right? So they have all the tags, and we have already discussed about how to understand tags in the previous classes. Okay, so let us come back to our AutoCAD and then try to insert our PDF file. So for that, make sure your AutoCAD and the PDF file are on the same folder. So for that, I'm going to simply give the IM enter as a shortcut to insert my file. So here I'm going to select this attach PDF option. Okay, and then let us go to the selected folder where I have placed it. So I'm going to select the folder here. So I have this file. Okay, now the point is like I have to select it, browse the file, select the file, and then you just have to come out of it. Okay, now you have it. This is my PDF. But in case if you want to reuse your file, you actually have to get your PDF file converted into AutoCAD. So what is the process for that? That also we have anyways discussed. So but still I'll give an overview for that. So you just have to go to your insert. Okay, so you have this option, right? So PDF import, just select that, and anyways we have inserted our PDF, so we can go back and browse it once again. So let us select the same folder file. So it's our scaling file. One second. Okay, so here I got it, select it and click on open. Now click on OK. So as we have already browsed it, now just wait for it, and on the right side I want you to look at this selection where it is telling converting. It is around like 59,177 elements are there on the PDF. So it is trying to convert everything into polylines and into CAD format. So it takes some time. Sometimes it can be like only 10 seconds depending on how many elements you do have on the PDF. Okay, so if you notice this, there are so many elevations. Within the elevations again you have some tags. Okay, you have different hatches, you have different types of line types, dimension, presentation. So that is the reason they have taken so much of time. So this is what the sheet, right? So let us come back and see if it is converted or not, or it is still in the process. I hope it is still in the process because it is not allowing me to get into it. If you see on the right side, still it is processing. Okay, so meanwhile what you'll do is like we'll try to understand which one will select and we'll try to convert. Okay, we'll select two different views here so that we can understand how exactly the way we can reuse our drawings. So let's take this drawing. Okay, so here I have the elevation which shows some walls, doors, and also some trims here. And also other than this, let's take this one, because let's understand when we have hatches also how to remove it, how to understand, and what are the things which are useful and all. So we are going to take what are the elevations. So we are going to follow with elevation sorry, elevation 16 and elevation 20. And let us come back. Sorry, so this is what I have. Okay, one second, let's give Z enter, re-enter, because I'm not able to fetch my actual CAD converted file. Okay, now it is there. How do you understand is you just have to make some selections. Okay, now when you make a selection, can you see there are two different objects which are there? That means the PDF and also the CAD converted file, they are overlapping with each other because they have chosen same base point as an origin. Okay, sometimes it do happen. So it's always you make sure that the PDF or something which you have inserted, it's a block. Now here it's already a block because you are inserting an entire PDF. Now here the first thing you do is block it. Why do you have to block is because directly you cannot reuse your drawings, the elevations or the plans which you want to use it to implement or insert it in some other drawings. You have to 100% make sure it's a block, then apply the scaling process. Okay, then we are going to do the third step, that is your cleaning of your drawings for the reuse. So see, just to get your drawings we have to apply so many steps, then only we'll be able to get it. It's not like a 1 minute perk or else a couple of seconds you will get the drawing and you will be able to reuse. No, it takes some time when you want to reuse multiple things. If it is also a small object which you would like to reuse, you have to compulsory use this three steps. Like first of all, insert your file, then you have to make it as a block. Third step, you have to do the scaling, and the next step is like you have to clean your selected drawing. So that's what we are going to do. So for that, what I'm going to do is like just make a copy of this. What is the simplest way of copying and blocking? Control Shift C and Control Shift V. Just select it and you see I have it. Okay, no problem now. Now what you do is this part only. Okay, now just try to apply the scaling process. Select any dimension which you think is too big, so that it will be easier for us to do the scaling. So I'm going to select this 8 feet value. Okay, select the dimension which is very clear and do not select a small value. Now you just give an offset of 8 feet from this corner. If you notice, the line is falling outside. Okay, no problem. For that, first of all, delete or put it aside, because when the size increases, everything will overlap with each other. Okay, so let us put it aside. Now just put a next line vertically for the reference only. Okay, so this is the dimension which I have chosen, 8 feet. Now just give SC enter for applying the scaling. As you know the process, if you do not remember, you can just again go back and recheck the video. Okay, so I'm selecting the reference method. So first point, second point is done. I have to now give the third point. You see the size of the PDF is increasing. Okay, so I have to select the last PDF here. Now it's done. Now simply what you have to do is, at a time here, the PDF and the CAD file, both the file has been scaled because I've selected both at a time. Okay, so now as I want only this CAD format and I would like to reuse, then simply you have to just first of all verify, give one more dimension so that you verify them. So next is offset 13 feet 7.75 inch. Okay, so 13 feet 7 3/4 is there, so 3/4 is nothing but 0.75. so 13 feet 7.75 is something which I've given. Now I would like to give an offset from here and just observe it. This is just a verification process. We are trying to understand whatever we have done is right or wrong. Okay, now I'm exploding it because I have to apply my next step, that is how to reuse my files. So just copy the area which you want to actually clean or reuse. So I've selected this part and then the other part is this one. So I'm selecting this, both the elevations which we have discussed, elevation 16 and elevation 20. So here simply remove all the text, all the numbers, all the hatches. First of all do this. Okay, so no dimension as well, it is not required. So remove these unnecessary text as well. So just make a cross selection. Okay, just zoom it and see how many unnecessary objects are there. Okay, sometimes you may lose this. That's okay, no problem. You can again reset it. First of all, your strategy should be to remove the unwanted objects. So here also I have some hatches. So in case for some reason you're not able to select this hatch, so just try to see if you can select the hatch or not. If it is not possible, then simply what you do is remove it for now. Okay, remove it for now, or else you have to create a rectangle and create their borders. This is what you can do. So if you want, I can use this method simply. Okay, and I am gonna just rotate it one time, rectangle use, and remaining time I'm trying to use my modified tools. So simply just select and come down, place it right, copy it, copy the base point, and place it. I'm using one common dimension for all the four sides of the trim. So once it is done, just select it and block it. Then you delete. Okay, that will become easier for you. So just select it from the corner. Okay, now move it and just make sure you have the center. I'm blocking it. Control Shift C and Control Shift V. So I can simply remove everything that I have, delete it, and then select this and select the base point and put it here to the center of your circle as a base point. So this is how you can get it, and just check if there is anything missed. Even this break lines also you can remove it. I'm trimming the unnecessary parts. Okay, this is done, and this part as well. Okay, this hatch I can remove it now. I can trim the unnecessary parts. Okay, so now as it is done, you can again block it because I don't want to lose it, so I just made a block. Similarly, let us come to the 16th elevation. So remove again the presentation. Always start from outer parts only. Whatever the presentation is there, you can always start with them and then focus on the hatch. See, I have these hatches which has to be removed, and the gray part is not getting selected. Sometimes it do get select and sometimes it doesn't. So if that is the case, then again you have to draw back your borders. You see, you have to select in this manner. Okay, so remove it, unnecessary elements selected, because they do not have a proper layer. Okay, everything is of the same layer. If you see PDF2, geometry is there, so every object is something like that only, so you cannot always select them. So you have to simply apply this method wherever you can and just try to place it. Okay, if not, you can do one more thing also, which I'll explain. The simplest way to perform this drawing is create your borders in this manner. In this way, just create the borders now, because I identify one thing. It's like here the drawing is very simple. Okay, and this particular drawing is completely equals. What do you mean by equals is 1 2 3 4 5, they are all equal. So you can just make an outer condition something like this, move them around. Okay, and completely place it, and this is how you're going to use it. Sometimes it gets selected, the hatches and all those stuff, but always it's not possible. So when it is such thing, then you have to focus on this kind of process. Okay, so now here I do have hardwares which I need to reuse. So you can simply select this one. Okay, deselect unwanted by using the shift key. Hold your shift key and then copy it outside. This can be used for your pull. So this is the easiest way to actually reuse your objects. Okay, so I'm trying to use the hardwares which are there, because these things it's little difficult, tricky, because we don't have dimensions to make these hardware. So we cannot just redraw from the scratch, so we have to use it. So whenever there is an equipment, when we have hardwares, when we have different types of components which are very curvy, you need not always have to draw it. Okay, understand what is your work. Remaining things you can always make a block like this. So once done, just use your block command, Control Shift C and Control Shift V, and how many ever you create your cupboards or any other interior objects, wherever you want to place it, you can place it. Okay, give some proper hardware to it. So let's continue this second part of this drawing, because we'll try to understand how to actually reuse our plan. So instead of always using the polyline, X lines and trying to make our drawings, which takes more time, right? So here we can extract the entire drawing from the PDF file. So we'll do that in the coming classes. Okay, thank you.